Hello everybody, welcome to the returning of Wrestling News with the Dude. So today, we got some topics to discuss. Marty Scurll signing an exclusive deal, Tessa Blanchard's world title win, and some more GTS news, including Jay Evans' in-ring retirement. So before I talk about it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn the notification on. So first things first, let's talk about Marty Scurll. Supposedly, there's been speculation that whether he will re-sign with ROH or go to WWE or AEW. Unfortunately for AEW and WWE, Marty Scurll has officially signed a new deal with ROH, according to PW Insiders. And there's been reported that he's getting a lot of money. And a lot of money means that ROH really didn't want to lose the villain. So now he's going to stick around, and he is now officially the lead booker for the company. And it's a big deal right there, because that's like when WWE didn't want to lose their guys by giving them $700,000 at least. But I don't think ROH would give that amount of money. At least Marty can wrestle anywhere, like NWA, New Japan Pro Wrestling, but you never know if he's gonna appear at AEW. And it turns out that his contract involves a top creative role as well. He is definitely gonna go after Nick Aldis' NWA World Heavyweight title once again. And this is pretty a lot interesting for Marty. And speaking of World Heavyweight title, it's been a while since I talk about Impact Wrestling, and out of all these wrestlers who have won the World Heavyweight title, Tessa Blanchard, first ever woman to win the Impact World Championship. And people made an argument about that just because the women's wrestlers had to expose the truth. So here's what exactly happened. Tessa Blanchard tweeted out and said, "Hey women, try supporting one another. Cool things happen." Allison Kay tweeted, said, "Remember when you spat in a black woman's face and called her the N-word in Japan? Was that you supporting women?" The audacity of this tweet. Chelsea Green, who's now the NXT star, she said, "You've consistently put down, bully, and belittled countless female co-workers, including me. Is that support?" There were many women wrestlers who were involved in this accusation. Although Tessa Blanchard responds and she said, "I've never been anything but kind to you. I've dealt with mean girls since I started. Not saying I'm a saint. Hell, I've had my ups and downs and I've made silly decisions. Such is life. You have zero merit in your comment. Instead, putting me down here for a little clout. You've got my number." It's not true. That's her statement, and the most attention she'll give is because of how actually ridiculous it is. As you may know, La Rosa Negra, who's the Puerto Rican wrestler, she was the victim of being spat in the face and was called by the N-word. La Rosa did speak out that it actually happened back in Japan in 2017. She did speak on the incident according to Contralona TV, and she said, "When I saw those tweets, I was in shock and impressed because since 2017, people have been pushing me to speak about something that isn't necessary. I don't like to talk about my personal life. I like to keep myself private." Reading all of those fellow wrestlers' tweets that supported me and reading their names, it surprised me. And reading the non-wrestlers' comments, I said I have to do something because it isn't how it says it was. Maybe people took it wrong. I don't want to be overexposed with this. The female wrestlers know what really happened and why I didn't say anything. Now I wanted to clear things up. Working in the US and Japan, I didn't disrespect anybody. No female wrestlers, promoters, sponsors, or any fans. That's not me. People who know me know how I am. Everywhere I've worked, they can tell you how I behave. I don't like to talk mean about people. I was there supporting people that helped me or didn't. I don't expect to receive any apologies. It's not necessary I erase what happened. I gave it to God. It saddened me that racism, envy, and bad things exist in sports. It will always be there. As adults, when something bad happens, we can resolve things by talking. There's always a solution. Mine was to forget what happened on that day in April of 2017 in Japan. I think this was a good experience for me because now I know I have a lot of backup. It's impressive. I didn't know so many people knew about the situation until the Twitter thing. I feel fulfilled. I feel tickled. Nothing will do everything that I have achieved alone. Well then, there were some thoughts that Impact Wrestling might have changed the result of Hard to Kill following this scandal, although that did not happen since Tessa won the world title. But hey, these two informed Bodyslam.net that the issue between the two individuals have been resolved. No need to backlash at Tessa. This has nothing to do with her world title win, but still, congrats to Tessa on becoming the first woman to win the Impact World Championship. Switching gears to GTS news, and as you may know, Jay Evans' in-ring career is now over unless it's temporary. We won't know for sure what his future holds with GTS Wrestling. He did wrestle in his last match at the independent circuit when he teamed up with his partner Jake Cage, and they eventually lost to a team of Blackstrom and Killian McMurphy. Afterwards, Jay gave his speech about how much pro wrestling means to him, and hopefully we will see him on GTS Wrestling if he decides to come out of his retirement. We wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors, and one day we will hope to see him back in the square circle. As for Jake Cage, well, he stabbed his friend in the back. According to Twitter, he said yesterday didn't go as planned. I never thought someone can just stab you in the back the way you did me. Jake did tweet and said, "Last night I proved a point. You said how much you love me, how proud my father was of me, that I was good with or without you, that I motivated you, I was always there for you. Last night I proved I don't need you. Never did, never will. Turn your back on me? You deserve it." So people are assuming that this could possibly lead to a match between him and Jake Cage at WrestleMania. Well, guess what? You never know, folks, unless it's on Jay's decision or Grim. Look at Kamikaze and Vlad. They came out of their retirement just because blah blah blah. Is there any doubt that we would see Jay Evans making his appearance at WrestleMania? But speaking of WrestleMania, the road to WrestleMania starts at the Regal Rumble, which is probably going to happen on either Friday, January 24th or Saturday, January 25th. The GTS title and or the YouTube title are going to be on the line in the 30-man Rumble match. And also, there have been great news, and for those of you who haven't seen Onslaught since the horrific match at Solid Steel Series, he will be back to GTS sooner than originally expected, and we're going to see 2XL once again. And one last thing, for those of you who are wondering when will Jimmy or Tito the Clown will drop the YouTube title, well, guess what? It will probably happen at WrestleMania, so don't get your high hopes for that. So with that said, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Tap that little bell so you don't want to miss the latest video. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. As always, stay safe, peace, and cheers.